Good morning, y'all. Got up this morning and I did my morning chores. Won't mention what that was. But I went to flush and there was no water. And my wife says, "Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, last night we ran out of water." So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run on up there and check out the stream, and y'all can see what rain does to our water supply. And later on in this video, I got something else to tell you about while I'm working on this water. Keep tuned for that story.
When I was a little boy, Daddy used to say to me, "Son, we got a lot of land, a lot of work to be done. So go to the marbles and build them in my house. Tear down the castles in the sand. Come with your daddy to the old sawmill. Dirt on your hands, get a little dirt on your hands. Well, get a little dirt on your hands, boy. Get a little dirt on your hands. If you wanna grow up to be a big, big man, put a little dirt on your hands."
That's all the water that's coming out.
When I was 21, thought it was a pretty big deal. I said I'm leaving this mess, gonna find a better deal. So I went to the city and got me a job, and I found out I'm picking up cans. Daddy said the only way to get along in this world.
Here we are. You can see the tank is empty. This thing here is going to be probably full. Yep, but it needs to be dumped. It's a good time to clean this thing on out, huh? Yeah. Probably be a good time to clean this here on out. No water coming up out of it. Well, let me set this here on down and see if I can get it to where y'all can see what I'm doing here. Squeak. Let's see here. Yeah, there you can see. We're going to open this here on up because I got to go up to the creek and get that cleared on out, because this here probably is plugged up there. Ooh, we're getting some black water out of that. You see that? See how black and dirty that is? Got clogged up from all the rain runoff that we're getting. I don't know, if this keeps on running, that's a good supply of water. This means I need to just let this run for a while. This is why I have the settling tank. Yeah, I'm going to let this water run a while so that cleans on up. I'll bring it back when I get to the next step. Well, I got this channel iron running here, laying out here. I figured I might as well, actually it's not channel iron, it's an I-beam. Figured I might as well put it to some good use. Now this thing here is dirty. This is the rocks that I pass the water through first before it goes to the settling tank to get out the larger stuff. Look how black that water, or not black but brown, dark brown. A lot of mud in here. We'll just spread this out and let that water just keep on washing away. handy if I had another bucket up here to just dump the clean rock as I wash this on out, but I ain't got one. Didn't bring one with me up here. Yeah, I was actually expecting the creek to be plugged up there, but I got a good water supply coming on out of the creek. Here, let me show you what's inside the bucket, how it looks. Can you all see that? Looks pretty nasty, huh? Kind of surprising how clean this other tank still actually looks. Oh, here, let me put you up here and I'll start telling you my story. I thought while that water's running on through, here, let's see if you can get a shot of it from this angle. Where are we at? I don't know if you can see the I-beam. Anyway, that's the rock getting washed right there, if you can even see it. Anyway, I thought while I sit down and let the water wash the rock there, I'd sit down and get myself comfortable and tell you this story. Yesterday, my daughter, she showed me her arm. She said, "My arm hurts, Dad." And it's turning blue. And she showed me the inside of her arm. It was turning blue. And it did not look normal for turning blue. You know, I mean, typically you lose blood circulation or oxygen delivered to a limb. The whole limb turns blue. This was just on the inside of the arm. We've all seen blue blood veins. How that works. This here was kind of spread out. Some spots it was, you know, spread out. Other parts it wasn't. It was kind of weird. And then she showed me that the outside of her leg, the same thing. But she wasn't complaining about her leg hurting, just her arm. And I said, "Well, do you want to go see the doctor?" She says, "I don't know." I said, "It don't look right. It don't look like a circulation problem to me, but it could be because it's skin turning blue." I'm kind of like, I ain't no doctor. And she's, "No, I don't want to go to the doctor, Dad. I want to go to town with Mom. We want to go shopping." So they went to town. They went to do some shopping. And so I was doing some other stuff around here when my daughter called me and said, I texted you a picture. Check out my hand. It looks bad." And so I looked at the picture and her hand had turned all blue. Now I'm starting to get worried. I called her up and I says, "Tell Mom to take you right to the ER room." She says, "But Dad, we have ice cream and other stuff that needs to get in the freezer." I says, "I don't care about the ice cream or anything else. You just tell Mom, just take you down the ER room and get that checked on out. Because most likely it's all going to be fine. But with the hand turning blue now, I think you need to go to the ER. Just a second, folks. I got to get back to the water here. It looks like it's clearing on up. Let me take you out over there. Yeah, it's looking a lot cleaner. A lot cleaner. Whoops, I haven't rinsed out the bucket yet, though. Let's get that done first before I start messing with this rock. Nice, clean looking water, ain't that? Okay. Yeah, I get this gravel all shoved up in here. Okay. That should be good enough for that. We'll bring you back up here on top here. Just a second. I want to get to the rest of that story. Be patient, folks. Okay. I want to put this bucket right close to right where it was at before so it'll all fit the same. I want to get the lid back on here. Where did it go? And get my rock and put it over the top of that vent hole. Okay, next of all is this project over here. We're going to go ahead and drain this tank, garbage can, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to rinse it on out. Don't knock you over. Okay. Let me get this down low here. There, the water's going to be running. And you know what? I'm just going to let it drain out because this is loose stuff. I don't need to reach in there and scrub it. It will hose right out. So while that's draining, let's go sit back down. I'll tell you some more of that story. My hands are getting cold in that water. Yeah, that's some cold stuff. Anyway, let's. Oh, my hand's wet now. How am I going to get this cigarette to light? Uh-oh. Bad news, folks. Oh, man. Folks, I left my lighter back at the house. This is the national emergency, folks. I got a cigarette all loaded up, rolled up. I got a great big bag of tobacco. I have 300 rolling papers. 300 of them here. And half a pound of tobacco and no lighter. How stupid can I be? It's not in there. It's not in my pockets. Well, a country boy will survive. Or should I say, a hillbilly will survive. So anyway, back to the story about my daughter. I called her up and I told her, I said, take her to the hospital. I'm going to take her to the ER right now. Well, my wife decided that she wanted to go consult with some friends first. And they wanted to see if she could take care of the ice cream there. And I'm like, I didn't even find out about this part of it until after they had done that. I was a little bit peeved. All's well that ends well, folks. I mean, really. But I was a little bit peeved that my wife took that chance. She wasn't thinking. But she was concerned about that ice cream. Because she knows that I like ice cream. She was afraid I'd get pissed. Not that I ever get mad. Nah, not me. That's not in my nature. But anyway, the friends drove them on up to the ER. They put the ice cream in the freezer there at my friend's house, and they went on up to the ER. And you know what it was? I didn't know it, but my daughter had bought a new pair of blue jeans here a while back or something, and she says she's washed them 3 times. But that blue that was on her arm and on her leg and turning her hands blue was the blue dye from her blue jeans. So sorry, insurance people, that ain't cool. I don't like wasting insurance money that way. You know, it's we really try to watch that. My daughter is on SSI, so she's, it's government insurance, and we don't like wasting the taxpayers' money unnecessarily. And believe me, folks, I gave her a lecture about this here. Hopefully it does some good. But I do appreciate the taxpayers on out there, me included, as being one of those taxpayers for years. So I understand about the value. If you need to be on government subsistence, that's fine. I understand the value of government subsistence. I don't like to see the system being abused. I like to see people being responsible with it. But that was our deal. I mean, I tell you what, I was so relieved that it ended up well, because I'm thinking she's going to have a heart attack, she's going to have a stroke. I mean, all sorts of stuff. There's a word for that, what it's called, and I looked it up on the internet. It starts with a C. I can't pronounce these medical terms, but it was giving me a fright. I was on the edge of going to the hospital myself, or saying, okay, well, let's see what happens. Let's give it a half hour, because I was going to drive on up there. But I'm like, well, I'm not sure. I'm sure enough that I wanted to go to the ER, because it was after hours. They have the other setup. It's kind of like ER, but it's urgent care. They have that, but that office was closed at this time. So that was our exciting, eventful time yesterday. I'm sure glad it was just blue dye from Mergine. So anyway, folks, it looks like that's cleaning up. Let me go. Let's get on over there and start rinsing out that garbage can. So this can's all in. It's still got about 3 or 4 gallons of water still in the bottom. But I'm going to bring it over here, if I can, and dump it over. Forgot about that one there. I guess y'all ain't going to see the inside of this. Not that you're missing out on anything. That's clean enough. Ooh, no it's not. I got this side here to hose off. Let's see if I can spray it from here without getting you guys. I'm going to have to rub that down. Yeah, this top part here is a little bit dirty. Not perfection, but it's better than it was. Whoa. Okay, much cleaner. Yeah, what I gotta do is we hook up this hose here to. Sorry about that, folks. The screen went to sleep on you. Anyway, there it is, starting to fill on up. A lot cleaner looking than it was, huh? Lots of water going through. It won't be long for us to start having water. Well, folks, let's walk on down there and put that hose together. I should have done that on the way on up, but I thought maybe I'd want to use it for bleeding the air out of the line, but I got these faucets in place. I don't really need it. So we'll go ahead and walk on down here and get that taken care of. I'll probably walk you back up to the creek too, show you how it's running. We had a heck of a rainstorm last night. Oh man, why am I walking when I got the six-wheeler? Now I gotta walk all the way back up this hill. And that's probably, oh, it's a pretty decent grade. Okay. Oh. Good. Well, back up here, this thing's filling on up. Oh wow, that water's still looking brown because of all the volume of water that's coming on through. It's still not the cleanest water. I gotta get another filter system on this. If you look at it, it's clean. It just might be the coloring in here, because you don't see no color in this water. Maybe it's just because of the bucket that it's in makes it look dirty. Here, let's take you over to up to the creek, folks, and we'll show you the creek. Wow, I'm surprised with all the rain that we had last night. That's all the water that's running in the creek. And we had some downpours last night. That's real surprising. Just a little trickle. Believe me, this water gets a foot, maybe 2 foot deep. But it sure ain't right now. Okay, now what we're going to do is, while that's stuff of water in the system, water will start coming down here. And we want to open this up and let the air bleed out. Hey, I want to leave the camera running here. Y'all give me a holler when the water starts shooting on out of there, okay? Hey you guys, that was a very cool. You're supposed to give me a shot when the water started coming on. Don't make me waste all that water. That's a valuable resource there.
around again. When we come back again, there's a jug of the good old Mountain Dew. They call it that old Mountain Dew. And them that refuse it are few. I'll hush up my mug if you fill up my jug with some good old Mountain Dew. Fill up my jug with good old Mountain Dew. The preacher rolled by with his head high, so high, set his right hand down on the flute. He thought I ought to sell him a quart of good old Mountain Dew. Well, my brother Bill's got a still on the hill where he runs off a gallon or two. But they can't fly from smelling that good old Mountain Dew. They call it that old Mountain Dew. And them that refuse it are few. I'll serve my mug if you fill up my jug with some good old Mountain
Folks, if the girls don't find you handsome like me, they can find you handy like me. And if they don't find you handy like me, just pray that they find you. Y'all come back now, you hear? Bye! I'm going to get a smoke.